I just kind of wanted to go through this and talk about the LCD-2C, since I obviously have a pair here. Z's put out a review on them. I haven't put out my review yet. Josh, you haven't put out your review yet. I'm going to put out a review on them. But
my review's out forever ago.
Yeah, I feel like it'd just be an interesting thing to discuss, because overall, I don't know, why not? I have them here. You guys both have them. It's something we've all heard, and I think it'd just be an interesting topic, because I don't think they're anything like the old non-phaser LCDs, personally.
No, I mean the LCD2. I remember. Here's the problem. I did the LCD2s, the official ones, so long. Like when I moved into this apartment 3.5 years ago, I had LCD2s and the phasered ones. I had both. Two different people randomly at that time in my life said, "Hey, you want to review the phasered? Hey, you want to?" And I'm like, "Yes." So that worked out perfectly. And at the time, those were the best headphones. They just were. They were the first pair of Odysseys that I've ever used. And they were giant planars, and I just couldn't not say they were the best thing I've heard.
Right.
And I preferred the phasered one because it did whatever the hell it did. So fast forward now, I've listened to the LCD-X's somewhere in the middle, and I went, oh, 2s were really not that great compared to the X's.
X's are incredible.
X's are incredible. Fast forward past that, I get to taste the 3s and 4s at like audio shows or Can Jam, and then we land on the LCD-2Cs. And I'm like, well, what are these? Are these going to be like the old ones that I heard that weren't that good? Or are they going to be like 98% LCD-X's? And, well, what's your thoughts before I go in?
I don't think they're as good as the LCD 2.2. The 2.2 is the best LCD that I think I've heard to this day. Like, and I liked the 2.2 more than I like the modern LCD, and I like it, or more than I like the modern LCD 2, and more than I like the LCD-X. But the 2.2 was a very rare case, because that was, I don't know what they did different on that specific revision, but it was great. I don't think the 2C is as good as the X. I don't know, the 2C to me is the least impressive LCD.
Yeah, but it's also the cheapest LCD, unless you're talking about getting used. And then here's the thing: when people say, "What headphones should I get?" I never assume used until they say specifically, "I want to buy used." Most people want to get new, right? Because people have said like, "Oh, which Stax Energizer should I get?" Sometimes I'll be like, "Look, go to eBay, find a $300 one that was an $800 one, because it does matter, and they haven't changed that much."
Right.
But like headphones, I am not going to, like, I try to push off a lot of retro reviews of headphones that people just can't get without going and finding some that have someone's cheese stains on them. So it's just a matter of, like, yeah, LCD 2s, like the original ones. I did the original ones, not the 2.2s. So they definitely did not sound like whatever you're referencing.
Right.
But I like what comes out of the LCD 2Cs, the classics.
Oh, that's the thing, is they are good. There's areas where they're lacking to me. Like the pads are just, or at least this pair that I've got here, the pads are worn in just enough to where my ears touch the driver, which is annoying.
Ooh, that's
really? Yeah. That's really worn in.
You have monster ears. You should have them removed.
There's like no upper treble. There's like no air at all, which is a little bit of a pain for me, because I think that's pretty important, but...
You're a treble whore. We understand that.
I don't want like bright death treble, but I feel like you can't just have no air at all. You know, but okay, well, but that aside,
you can if you want a dark headphone.
Right, but I feel like, I don't know, I don't want something that dark. Like, I do like kind of dark, like 650s, but at least they have a little bit of air, and then these have straight up no air.
But the 650s are so mumuch closer as far as the sound. These 2Cs are just like this giant, wide, big planar.
Yeah, they're very big.
You're gonna... Yeah, they sound big, and if you've never stepped into planar, if you're coming from like M1060s or even M1060Cs, those sound bigger.
Well, these are also warm and mid-focused.
Further away. Yes.
Like, it's all about warmth and mids.
I can't... People always like, well, this is no good headphone because of this. Just like you're saying, it lacks this. Good. I wanted to lack that. Because I have this other headphone that doesn't lack that, and I have this other headphone here, and this other headphone by this other brand. I'm okay with everything be a snowflake. I'm not aiming for every headphone to be this perfect thing that I think a headphone should be. That's stupid. That's like saying every car should be four-wheel drive because it gets snowy here in the winter. That's not how all cars should be. This car is a Ferrari. It weighs 8 pounds and is rear-wheel drive, and this car is a Honda Civic and it's front-wheel drive. Like, you can't... Every car is going to still get you down the road. Every headphone will still play music, regardless of what the design or intention is. It's just a matter of, does it suit you for the price and what you want? Right. I loved the 2Cs because I put them on, and it never, ever did treble step into the point where I was like, I need to lower this. I never had to lower them. It was a perfect pair of headphones for just turn it up, just like the Sony's are.
That's the thing. The mids for me did that. I would get to the point where I felt like the mids were just uncomfortable because there was just too much mids and not enough treble.
On the 2Cs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like piano, specifically piano, would kind of get a little bit shouty at times.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically if it had any track. Look, if you turn up anything, at some point you're going to have to turn it down.
Oh, agreed. Completely, yes. So, and here's the thing, the vegan pads, I mean, those do fix it a lot. That does make it a little bit more bassy, but it also extends out that upper treble strangely enough and gives them some air, which is like, hey, I kind of like that, because like I have some other headphones here. I've got the MDR1As, I've got the 400Is, I've got amazing IEMs. I have plenty of things I can live with. But the thing about LCDs is they're not something that you get because you need something to live with. You get them because it's like, hey, this is an LCD. They're great.
Yes. They're good. They're good stuff.
I mean, if I was looking for something more just straight up analytical, or just something that I think is just an overall better, more detailed headphone, I'd get like the 1990s. But if I'm just wanting to like sit back and just wear something and just listen to music and just get lost in it, it's going to be an LCD.
Yeah, you know. But here's the thing. I did the 4s. Someone sent me the 4s a while back, and that's their top. The LCD Odyssey does their pricing scheme really simple. If it says 2 or X, it's like under 2,000. Then if it says 3, it's 3,000. Then if it says 4, it's 4,000. You have to explain to me how the cost of the headphone goes up $1,000 from the 2 to the 3 and then the 3 to the 4.
Well, they do make all their own drivers and their own magnets and everything. Like they make all that stuff, which is why there's variation from unit to unit. But like I think it has something to do with like how they're constructing them. There's very low tolerances, so they have to throw out a lot of drivers. And I could be wrong about that, but that's just what I've been told. So like I don't know if it's accurate, but like maybe just guessing, they'd have to throw away a bunch of them for every pair that they'd make.
Have you looked at the frequency response graphs for the LCD-2Cs and the LCD-4s?
Can you send me a link? Because I've seen both individually.
Sure. They're almost identical.
Yeah. Well, the 4 is like it is similar. The 4 is a little bit darker, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, dude, I'm looking at it right now. It's practically the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. They do measure very, very similar. Looks like the 4 has a little bit more air up top. Now, the interesting thing is when I put vegan pads on them, you see all those spikes that go up and down and up and down and up and down? It just turns into a flat line right there, which is nice. Yeah. But I mean, you can tell the highest point in these is at 1K, and they, you know, bass starts to roll down from there and treble starts to roll down from there. Like they're very mid-focused. That's just an LCD thing. So. What are we? Good Lord.
We are the best podcast on earth. Play a sound. Play the Vuvuzela button. Hit the button that goes. Come on, do it.
I don't have that.
Well, then we're not the best podcast on earth.
Not yet. Not until I get enough budget to get a button.
A button.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got a little ways to go, boys.
Oh, what are we talking about? Pork chops? Let's talk about pork chops. How do you like them?
Cooked.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with cooked.
Talk about like Minecraft cooked, or you just throw them in a furnace next to your goddamn steel ingots?
Yeah, with charcoal.
Yeah, just walk away. Yeah.
Yeah. How else would I do it?
Bucket of lava? Sure.
We should do a podcast episode where we just play Minecraft the whole time.
We should. No. We're better than that. We do a podcast episode where we pretend we're playing Minecraft. We don't even. I'm just sitting here, eat a sandwich, looking at girls on the internet, playing Minecraft. I'm gonna puke a little bit. Hold on. Okay.